Welcome back to Tallies by D. The other day, while doing research for another video, I ran across MoneyGeek's 2025 results article on America's safest cities. I liked how MoneyGeek didn't just use straight crime data, but also factored in how safe citizens feel and crime cost per capita. In other words, how much it costs per citizen for every crime that's reported and investigated. My first thought was, wow, it's nice knowing there are still safe cities in America. My second thought was, I wonder if I could afford to live there. As a retired legal assistant, I had my doubts. Somewhere in the back of my mind, safe equaled expensive. So I decided to do a deeper dive to see if my first instinct was correct. So in this video, I'm going to give you the top 10 safest cities in the US with more than 100,000 residents. If you want more information like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to leave a comment below letting us know how safe you feel in your own city. To help you determine if you can afford any of these safe cities, I'm not only going to provide you with the crime data, but also cost of living and median home and rent prices. To give you a little background, the national average cost of living is 100. So if a city has a cost of living score of 120, that means that the cost of living in that city is 20% higher than the national average. The national average for violent crime is 22.7, so a number lower than that means it's safer than the average U.S. city. And the national average for property crime is currently 35.4. So if you get below, say, 25, that means there's pretty low property crime in that city. And that brings us to the safest cities of 2025 with a population of 100,000 or more. Number 10, Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is a northern suburb of Detroit. Population 134,000. Crime cost per capita $449. Violent crime rate 14.4. Property crime rate 23.2. Cost of living score 97.9. So 2.1% lower than the national average and 7% higher than Michigan's average. Median home price $330,000. Average rent $1,135. Number 9, Surprise, Arizona, just northwest of Phoenix and is part of the greater Phoenix metro area. Population 143,000. Crime cost per capita $419. Violent crime rate 8. Property crime rate 27.6. Cost of living score 113. So 13% higher than the national average and 6.2% higher than Arizona's average. Median home price $425,000. Average rent $1,451. Number 8, Elk Grove, California, located in Central California, 11 miles south of Sacramento, California. Population 182,000. Crime cost per capita $415. Violent crime rate 18. Property crime rate 26.3. Cost of living score 127.2, so 27.2% higher than the US average and 15.1% lower than California's average. Median home price $637,000. Average rent $1,875. Number 7, Pembroke Pines, Florida, which is located approximately 22 miles north of Miami. Population 170,000. Crime cost per capita $406. Violent crime rate, 10.9. Property crime rate, 34.2, which is only slightly lower than the national average. Cost of living score, 110.5, so 10.5% higher than the U.S. average and 7.2% higher than Florida's average. Median home price, $463,000. Average rent, $2,465. Number 6, Cary, North Carolina. Located just west of Raleigh and is part of the greater Raleigh-Durham metro area. Population, 180,000. Crime cost per capita, $381. Violent crime rate, 8.9. Property crime rate, 19.8. Cost of living score, 105.8, which is 5.8% higher than the U.S. average and 16.3% higher than North Carolina's average. Median home price, $598,000. Average rent, $1,761. Number 5, Lakewood Township, New Jersey, located in east central New Jersey. Population, 142,000. Crime cost per capita, $376. Violent crime rate, 11.4. Property crime rate, 18.5. Cost of living score, 111.9, which is 11.9% higher than the U.S. average and 6.6% lower than New Jersey's average. Median home price, $545,000. Average rent, $1,791. Number 4, Fishers, Indiana, which is a suburb of Indianapolis. Fishers is the fastest growing city on this list. In 1963, only 350 people lived there. By 1990, there were 7,500. And now, the population is 107,000. That alone says a lot about how nice this city is. Crime cost per capita, $337. Violent crime rate, 7.6. Property crime rate, 17.8. Cost of living score, 106. So 6% higher than the U.S. average and 26.6 higher than Indiana's average. Median home price, $431,000. Average rent, $1,425. Number 3, Irvine, California, incorporated December 28, 1971. It is part of the greater Los Angeles metro area. Population, 307,000. Crime cost per capita, $324. Violent crime rate, 8.9. Property crime rate, 22.6. Cost of living score, 164.9, which is 10% higher than California's average. Median home price, $2,100,000. For reference, that's approximately 277% higher than the national average. Average rent, $3,000 per month. Number 2, Frisco, Texas, which is part of the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. Population, 240,000. Crime cost per capita, $287. Violent crime rate, 9.8. Property crime rate, 26. Cost of living score, 111.7. So 11.7% higher than the U.S. average and 18.6% higher than the Texas average. Median home price, $630,000. Average rent, $1,726. And number one, Ramapo, New York. I apologize in advance if I'm mispronouncing that. Ramapo is located in Rockland County, New York, and is a mere 28 miles northwest of New York City. Ramapo was established in 1791. Population 157,000. Considering the fact that I'd never heard of this city before doing this research, I kind of thought it might be a smaller city, but it's actually pretty nice sized. Crime cost per capita $271. Violent crime rate 9.8. Property crime rate 14. Cost of living score 144.4, which is 44% higher than the US average and 18.8% higher than New York's average. Median home price $857,000. However, when I checked Zillow, I found several homes in the $650,000 range. Average rent $2,775. And those are the safest cities in the US. I was somewhat surprised that some of them are relatively affordable. What do you think? Would you consider moving to any of them? And that's it for this video. As always, I greatly appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Choose kindness and stay safe.